You know what you are? You remind me of the Wizard of Loneliness, because you're your own self, your own wizard. That's what you are. Look at you in a pink shirt and everything else. Oh, you're killing me. You have no friends. That's why you're the Wizard of Loneliness.
This is Nathan for you.
Brian Wolfe claims to be the best private investigator in the Los Angeles area.
You know what I mean? You keep people happy, they're gonna come back.
I'd love to take him at his word, but when I looked him up on Yelp, he had 0 reviews, and that's not good. So I paid him a visit with a plan to change that.
When did you first know that you liked to snoop?
Snoop. No, it's not really snooping. I mean, it's
Well,
just, it's not. You know what I mean? It's observing.
Snooping.
We call it
It's
observing.
snooping. Well, here's the thing. I looked you up on Yelp, and you have 0 reviews.
0 reviews. Well, what do we name? Yelp.
Yelp's a website where people
You just look me up on Google. You just look up Wolfe Investigations.
What about Yelp?
Okay, you keep on going on about Yelp. Why do I care about Yelp? Seriously, now let's think about this for 1 second, okay? Been in business for 24 years. Why do I care if Yelp has a review about me? Do you think I really care about Yelp? I don't give a about Yelp.
The plan? Give Wolfe's Investigations their first 5-star Yelp review.
You kidding me?
Are you done having your tantrum?
I'm sitting down, I'm relaxed.
Just listen. I can't just give you a review without knowing how good you are.
Okay,
So I'm going to hire you to track a person.
okay.
I'm going to give you 24 hours to track my whereabouts. And if you do a good job at that, I'll give you a 5-star review.
Easy,
Easy?
easy.
All right.
Okay,
Ready?
ready,
Set?
go.
Give me a chance to get a little bit of a head start.
Okay. It's too much.
A classic game of cat and mouse. If Brian was as good as he says he is, he was probably 2 steps ahead of me already. But luckily, I had a plan. If Brian wanted a good review from me, it wasn't going to be easy. It's one thing for Brian to track 1 of me, but let's see how he does with 9 of me. Prior to visiting Brian, I hired 8 actors that looked identical to me and had them ready and waiting in a nearby hotel room to be my decoys.
You guys have one job, which is to be me, right? So look how I'm standing, look at my posture, listen to how I'm talking. You got that?
Got it.
I have a bit of a jaw thing, so sometimes I'll go like this to my jaw.
If Brian was watching the hotel, this was my first chance to throw him off. But I knew whether he was there or not, the next place he'd look is my house.
My understanding is that Nathan's at home, so that's where we're heading right now.
So I kept the best body double back at the hotel to prepare him to go to my home as me.
So when you're there, you know, you need to be like me.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of dishes in the sink, so you can do those. There's also laundry, so you could do that. And the house needs to be vacuumed.
So you want me to clean your house?
Yeah, stuff that would look like you're me.
Okay.
I gave him my keys and my address, but now I needed his.
If you're me, then who's you, right? So I gotta be you while you're being me.
Want my
You mean-
keys?
Yeah.
If you think I'm being unreasonable, keep in mind that Brian is a professional PI and he'd be able to sniff out any inconsistencies in my plan.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I have a fiance, yeah.
A fiance?
Mm-hmm.
What's her number? I need to be you if you're me, or else it won't make any sense.
You want a number, really?
Yeah. Caitlin, it was?
Yeah.
When's the wedding date?
Next year. We still got to lock down a date.
You don't have a date yet?
No.
Okay, maybe I'll figure that out with her.
You do that.
With Dan's willingness to include his fiancée in the operation, the switch was in full effect. Then we left as discreetly as possible and got into each other's cars. My initial hunch was right. Brian was secretly watching my house from an SUV across the street. Hopefully my plan to get my double inside would work.
Oh, this could be our subject right now. Look at that, it's Nathan. He's parked on the north side of the street. Bingo. Looks like he's carrying a case of beer on his left shoulder. Amazing. He's going to a party tonight. He's walking to the residence right now, and now he's out of view. Mission accomplished.
The beer on shoulder trick actually fooled Brian, but at the time, I didn't know that. So I headed to Dan's house, and on my way, I made a quick stop.
Hi. Do you sell any condoms at all?
I didn't know what was going to happen once I got to Dan's house,
Do you have anything smaller?
but I wanted to be prepared for everything.
This is the smallest?
But when I arrived, my plan immediately started to crumble.
Hi.
Hi. So you left me a message that someone was coming over, but I wasn't expecting all this. Babe, so this guy showed up and he keeps calling himself Dan, and he brought me flowers and some Malbec.
Dan's fiance was creeped out by me, and I didn't know what to do.
I mean, I'd feel better if you left, and then when Dan gets back, you can come back.
My whole plan was falling apart. I was tired, and I had nothing left to do but give up.
Nathan,
Hey.
how you doing?
All right, I give up. You got me. You're playing mind games. I can't keep up.
You're an easy prey, kid.
Well, you're a pro, so what can I say?
Thank you.
Do you want to go grab a beer or something? I know a great place down the block.
Let's do it. Jump
You
in.
wanna?
Yeah,
I can get
let's
in?
go. Come on.
Okay.
No, f are you?
What?
You heard what I said. Who the f are you?
I'm Nathan.
You're not Nathan.
I just talked to you 3 seconds ago.
You know what? Enough shenanigans. Get the f out of my truck now.
I learned an important lesson that day, that no matter where I was or how long I stayed in one place,
Get out!
I'd always be running. I'd always have no home while Brian hunted me down. But the most important thing I learned of all is that Brian S. Wolfe is an amazing private investigator. 4 stars. He's a little talkative, so that's where he lost the 1 star. Nathan F. That's your review.
You know what? That's your opinion. Typically, I get 5 stars.
Well, typically you have no reviews.
I don't give a flying f about Yelp, okay? I ought to do a background check on you, see what type of fella you are. You know what you are? You remind me of the wizard of loneliness, because you're your own self, your own wizard. That's what you are. Look at you in a pink shirt and everything else. Oh, you're killing me. You have no friends. That's why you're the wizard of loneliness.
You know, I haven't been to Boston, but from talking to you, I can tell it's an awesome place.
Boston's a great city.
Boston, city of a million bullies.
Not a bully at all. No.
Bully?
No, I'm no bully. Not a bully. No.
Sorry, I'm not. More like your buddies.
No, it's not like that at
Yeah.
all. You know what?
I know how it is for them Boston guys.
I don't even think you could drink 3 beers.
Oh, I could drink beers, I chug them back like there's no other problem.
Oh, that's so funny.
I drink beers like there's no other. Like there's no more, I just keep drinking them.
Anything else?
Would you want to hang out on Saturday night?
No, it's not gonna happen.
Why?
I have plans.
You have plans?
I do.
On Saturday?
I do.
What are the plans?
Taking my girl out to dinner.
You going out to dinner with your girl?
Yes.
All right.
But there was something in Brian's tone that just didn't seem right to me. So I hired a second private investigator to spy on Brian to see if he really went out with his girl.
And if it's open, he's definitely home.
Yeah, exactly. I never saw him leave at all, period.
Because he told me he was going out with his girl that night.
Oh, interesting. You don't look too happy.
No, I'm surprised he lied to me.
Last season on my show, I helped a private investigator named Brian Wolfe, who wasn't too fond of my natural personality.
With a pink shirt and everything else. Oh, you're killing me.
But now, thanks to the advice of a diverse focus group, I was able to transform into a more likable person. So for my final test, I visited Brian at his home to see what he thought of the new me.
So I've come a long way so far, thanks to you. So before I go in tonight to talk to Brian, I just wanted to know, do I look okay? Is all the
good.
outfit?
Your dress, again, it fits you perfect. The V-neck and the blazer.
This is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fits you. It fits
Okay,
you.
so this is me.
This is you. Be proud of who you are.
With those encouraging words, I marched into Brian's house to see if my new personality would win him over.
Brian,
Nathan, how you doing? How you been?
I want to tell you something, Brian. Last time I was here, I was a little nervous,
Okay.
and I wasn't really being myself. So I thought we could do this again,
Okay.
and this time you can get to know the real me.
Look at you. You're still a goober, but that's just you. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about, goober? What's that mean?
Goober just means like a dork, a nerd.
I'm a nerd.
You know you're a nerd. You've been a nerd your entire life. There's nothing wrong with being a f***ing nerd. You're a nerd.
I'm not a nerd.
All right, well, you know, that's my opinion. Seriously, if I threw a football at you right now, you think you can catch it?
I could catch the football.
You can catch a football?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt you can catch a football.
Brian still didn't like me, and after all the work I had done, I didn't know why.
Don't be sad. It's okay.
Then when I returned to the truck, I was shocked to discover that the group was trying to distance themselves from their own suggestions.
It's too low. The VDEC is just too low.
Why didn't you speak up before? I asked before I went in if this was good.
I didn't know it was gonna be that low, man.
What do you mean? You didn't like the V-neck?
Not that low.
I asked you guys before I went in, what do you think of this look?
V-neck is this, not
You guys
here.
said you liked the look.
It fits you perfect, the V-neck and the blazer.
That's when I realized there was a major flaw with my entire experiment. This new personality was based on the judgment of 4 people who had agreed to work out of the back of a moving box truck. Of course it was flawed. In the end, maybe there was nothing I could do to become the guy that everyone loves. But for a brief moment in time, it felt nice thinking that I had a chance. Can I get a little rubby-dub-dub? Good one. All right. I want you to help me keep tabs on a fitness model that I'm working with.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
Male, okay.
I wanted to stay on task, but the conversation got sidetracked as Brian started bragging that he too was a model who had appeared in a couple of magazines in the 80s.
And then all of a sudden it just went from that magazine to that magazine, and no,
what
it was
magazine?
Penthouse magazine.
Oh, Penthouse, sorry.
Yeah.
So
Years ago, years ago.
Penthouse is porn.
It's not. All they tell you is taking photos of you, that's it. You know, you're with a gorgeous woman.
So you're fully nude in it.
Nah, can't really see much.
But you're penetrating.
Penetrating, you can't see.
That's porn, right?
No, it's not even close to being porn. No.
How?
All it is just being a male model and taking photographs of you with another woman. Very tasteful, very professional.
But
Nothing.
Your penis was erect.
Yeah, of course it is. When you got a nice
And
looking
you're
girl.
naked.
And you're naked. Yeah.
But what do you call that?
What do you mean? What do you call
That
that?
type of modeling.
Entertainment. You know, adult entertainment modeling.
Okay.
Once Brian was finished bragging, I filled him in on my suspicions about Jack.
He says he works out every day. So if he's going
Obviously,
to the
he
gym,
has to work out to get that kind of body.
Brian agreed that something wasn't adding up and recommended a covert surveillance. So early the next morning, he picked me up in a Best Buy parking lot.
Do it.
And we headed to the neighborhood where Jack lives, parking just down the street from his home.
Just sit here and wait. That's what we do.
After 2 hours of waiting, Jack still hadn't emerged, but I was determined to stick this out as long as it takes.
It's a woman.
Yep. It's not porn.
Penthouse?
No, it's not porn.
I think it is porn.
Porn is when you have an intercourse or fellatio, one of the two.
But you were with a woman.
Yes.
And so that means you did porn.
No penetration. I just wish I waited a little bit longer until the kids got a little bit older.
Why?
Because because the kids were young, and one was out of high school and going to college, and the other 2 were in high school. I just wish that the little one was out of high school. Some people, don't want to wait it out because they figure, they're wasting 5 years of their own life. I need to get out. We do too much for our children.
After 5 hours of waiting, I was about ready to give up. But then, Jack finally emerged.
That's him.
Let's go. Put your glasses on. Okay, let's do it. We're on a code 5 right now. It's called the code 5, multiple surveillance. Here he is. Okay.
Right turn.
Listen, good job. Lone Hill Ave.
After making a quick stop at a drugstore, I was hopeful he would just be heading back home. But unfortunately, Jack had something else in mind.
This is where he's going.
Wait.
Crunch Fitness.
This wasn't good. Clearly, Jack wasn't taking our business arrangement as seriously as I had hoped.
The guy lied to you. He has no respect for you. None.
I just pulled up the dictionary definition of pornography. Printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity.
Or you just Googled this, right?
Yeah, that's the dictionary definition.
Printed or visual. Okay, it was printed for sure. You wonder why my parents are so mad at me.
So recently, I did some PI work of my own and discovered that Brian's portfolio extended far beyond just Penthouse. Going under the stage name Corey Wolfe, Brian had been a full-blown porn star, featured in centerfolds and on the covers of the nation's top smut magazines. There were images that literally took my breath away. It wasn't easy tracking this stuff down, and I thought that Brian might be impressed that I managed to uncover the evidence of his modeling days, so I paid him a visit to show him what I found.
What year is this? 84?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
At first, Brian was a little hesitant to admit that Corey Wolfe was him.
That's not you?
No.
You're saying Corey Wolfe is not you?
No.
But after getting over his initial shyness, Brian was happy to open up about his glory days.
They don't want you erect, number one. Okay? They don't want it. Okay? They want to show that when you're soft, you're still fucking golden, pal.
Why?
Because they don't want to show a fully erect. They want to say that when you pull your pants down to go take a fucking piss, you got some meat there between your legs. Okay?
So they want you to pose soft?
They want you to pose medium.
What's medium?
They don't want you to be, what was the word? What did he say to me? I said to him, he said, no, Wolf, you don't have to be fucking erect. All they care about is that, that you have some strength in your penis, blah, 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 blah.
But it wasn't only Brian's penis that was soft that day. A softer side of his personality seemed to emerge as well.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
You want to throw that around
I'll
with me?
throw you some rockets of death.
You want to throw the football with me?
If I throw a football at you right now, you think you can catch it?
I could catch the football.
You can catch a football?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt you can catch a football.
Okay.
There you go. You're good. You're good. You're good to go. Blue 27. Blue 27. Hot, hot. Go. Throw it off the back of your ear and boom. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. Okay, you ready? It's like this. And then you run. There you go. There you go.